So much of faith is believing what you don't see.
Back to pass, steps up, throws over the middle. Touchdown, Arizona!
Greatest playoff game in the history of playoff games.
Are you kidding me?
Back and forth between an old quarterback and a future great quarterback.
A 45-45 game that goes into overtime.
Every throw mattered. I knew it was highly likely this was my last playoff game at home in Arizona. It was my last playoff run.
Let's get this party started.
We played the Packers the week before in the regular season.
The Cardinals last week get blown out by the Packers.
I had spent 2 full weeks preparing for what the Packers did, and we put in a game plan to attack.
This is payback! Starts right now! Payback!
Fires over the middle, it's caught. Inside the 10-yard line, inside the 5, touchdown!
In the course of a game, you want there to be a moment where you can kind of go, okay, we got this. We were gonna need every throw. We were gonna need every touchdown. We were going to need every drive. There was gonna be no taking a deep breath until this thing was over.
Come on. Everybody
Stop him now!
Shotgun snap to Warner. Back to throw. Everybody covered. Warner hit. Ball floats out of there. Diving catch anyway by Fitz in the end zone. Touchdown!
All luck. The rush started to close in on me. Larry was supposed to actually run a different route, and I saw him run into a defender. The timing of the whole play had been thrown off, and I thought to myself, just throw it out there and put a little air under it because maybe Larry can get to it. I didn't really see what happened. One of those plays where you're laying on the ground and you're just kind of waiting for the reaction of the fans, and the fans go nuts. And it wasn't until much later that I realized Larry had reached out and made a one-handed catch.
How did Larry Fitzgerald catch that football?
Wow! They can't stop us. Let's go.
Most of the stats and stuff, I don't think you ever really know exactly what they are. But in the course of a game, when you're playing well, you understand you're playing well. You're seeing what you're supposed to see. When you're making a throw, the ball is going exactly where you want it to go. It feels like you're unstoppable. And that's how I felt that day. As long as we didn't make a mistake, they were not going to stop us.
34-yard field goal attempt.
The most accurate kicker in the NFL.
And it is.
He missed it.
He missed it.
No good.
He pulled it left. Oh, my goodness. We are heading to overtime.
If we do not stop them, we lose the game.
It comes down to the end and you're tied. And so much of who wins and loses in overtime is who wins the coin flip.
Tails is the call.
We lost the coin flip. As I watched that thing play out, I thought, this may be the greatest game I ever played, and I'm going to lose.
Aaron Rodgers and company, red hot, in complete rhythm.
Oh, come on, D.
Offense, 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 offense. And then it was decided by a defensive play.
Rodgers dropping back, in trouble. Rodgers hit.
I saw Mike Adams get to Aaron. And at that point, I'm just thinking, okay, sacked, we got him out, we're going to get the ball back. And then kind of out of nowhere, oh my gosh, the ball's up in the air.
Ball came out. Cardinals have it dancing.
To watch him run into the end zone, do his little bird dance, this is perfect. Played one of the greatest games I ever played, but the most memorable plays for me had nothing to do with me.
He's going to score. Cardinals win.
That's what life is all about. It's about faith and believing. You could break down my career in so many different ways, from leaving the Rams and going to the Giants and everybody thinking he's never going to play again, and then going to Arizona where everybody's going to say, well, that's a perfect marriage because neither one of them are ever going anywhere. I would say there was a lack of faith even in the organization that they would ever win. When they brought me there, I believe they brought me there to keep the seat warm. And for me, that was the coolest part, was showing people that sometimes you got to believe when you don't see. You know, sometimes you got to realize that there's more there than meets the eye. And that to me is what I'm most proud of in my entire career. Being able to instill a faith in my teammates and the organizations I was with to believe that there was something greater out there.
We have just witnessed NFL legend and lore.